everyone, I hope you're having a good week. Let's get started with our lesson, but first we have to bow in. Stand up.
Let's start by warming up. Arms around, going forward and backwards. Now cross your arms, in and out. Try to go diagonally now. Stretch out your chest. Feel like you're pulling rubber. Side to side. And today, let's try to keep your heels on the ground. Go as far as you can go. Now try snapping your hips and let your arms relax and follow the movement of your hips. To one side. To the other side. Now cross your fingers behind you and lean forward. Drop your arms. Relax your upper body. Take a wide stance and lean forward. Shift your weight forward. Make sure your knee goes over your toes. Switch directions. Shift your weight forward. Now go to one side. Keep your toes facing forward. Both feet. Shift to the other side. Keep your feet flat. Now get into a squatting position and put your elbows against your knees and push them out. Stand up. Do some jumping, side to side. Again, let your arms relax and just follow your hips naturally. Let your feet go out and in, out and in. And jumping jacks. Let's do the three-legged dog. Put your hands down, lift up one leg and hop. Hands, foot, hands, foot, hands, foot, hands, foot. Turn around. Now lift the other leg up. And go. Keep your balance. Keep your leg lifted high. One more time. And try not to fall forward. Good job. Let's review some footwork from last week. Irimi tenkan. Start with your right foot forward. We will step, pivot, and step back. Step, pivot, and step back. Let's try it a few more times. Try to make your movement smooth. And your focus forward. Okay, so we're going to do something a little bit different. Relax your arms and let them drop to your side. We're going to try to engage your hips a little bit more and let your arms swing. The same footwork. Step, pivot, step back. But you're letting your arms just move with the movement of your hips. Keep going. Now, the faster you go, the more your arms spin out. Relax your arms and engage your hips. Let's do the teeter-totter exercise. So you're gonna stand, your feet shoulder width apart, and tip over to one side and come back up like a teeter-totter. Now to the other side, come back up. Keep your spine straight. A few more times. Tip over and come back. Tip over and come back. Good job. We'll do something a little bit different. So now we're going to turn to one side before tipping over. Turn to your right and tip over, touch the mat with both hands and come back up like a teeter-totter. Now turn to the other side and go forward. Keep your legs straight and come up using the back leg coming back down. Tip, dip. A few more times. This should look familiar and similar to what we did earlier, because this can go right into three-legged dog. Try again the other direction, three-legged dog. Good job. Here are some examples of when you can use this movement when taking ukemi. Can you guess what this technique is? Yes, that's right. It is ikkyo. So I'm turning my hips and touching the mat, keeping the spine straight. Here's the ura variation. You have to move around a bit, but you're still doing the same thing. Here's another technique. What technique is this? This is irimi nage. Every time I fall forward, I come back up. Here's the ura variation. Are you ready to work on a new footwork? All right, let's do ushiro tenkan. We're going to use the jo to show the line of attack. Start with the right foot forward, and you're going to step back off the line. Again, right foot forward, and you're going to step back. Make sure you get off the line of attack. Keep your weight forward, keep your center forward. So both feet should end up on one side of the jo. Left foot forward, step back with the left foot, off the line of attack. A few more times. Again, keep your weight forward, your center forward also. Here's some examples of things not to do. First, step back on the line and not get off the line. You're still in danger. Second, overturning your hips to the point that your center is facing a completely different direction. Third, stepping back off the line but shifting your weight to the back leg and not being balanced. Fourth, you move the back foot first and then you take the step back. Okay, with those things in mind, let's practice a few more times. Right foot forward, step back off the line, Right foot forward again. Make sure you're back on the line and step off the line. A couple more times. Let's switch sides. Step back off the line. Left foot forward again. Reset every time. Let's engage your hands now. We're going to project your hands forward, up and out as you step back off the line. Again. Make sure you reset your feet before you step back. So even though you're moving backwards, you're reaching forward. Imagine throwing your hands into an opponent's face. What can I use to show this a little better? There you are, my favorite pillow! Alright, so try the same exercise again. As you step back off the line, you thrust your pillow forward. Hold it out in front of you and push it forward. A few more times. Again, weight forward, even though you're moving backwards. Feel like you're throwing the pillow forward. We'll now combine a couple of different footworks. So Ushiro Tenkan and a slide. Ushiro Tenkan and a slide or Suriashi. Make sure you're able to take the sliding footwork forward as soon as you finish your Ushiro Tenkan. We're now adding the hands, so as you slide forward, you cut, as if somebody's grabbing you. Ushiro Tenkan, slide and cut. Ushiro Tenkan, slide and cut. Here's another combination of footwork. Ushiro Tenkan, step forward and pivot. Step back off the line, step forward and pivot. Again, right foot forward, step back off the line, step forward and pivot. Left foot forward, step back off the line, step in and pivot. Practice a few more times on your own, but we're adding the hands. So as you step forward, you raise your hands and cut as you finish your pivot. Step back, step, raise and cut. Right, now let's look at some example techniques using the footwork. See if you can name the techniques. Ushiro Tenkan and slide forward. Yes, this is katate dori, gyaku hanmi, ikkyo, omote. Notice that the uke is using the teeter-totter ukemi exercise we worked on earlier. Now on to the next technique. Ushiro Tenkan, step and pivot. So what's the attack and what's the technique? That's right, it's yokomenuchi, shiho nage, omote. And when does this technique come in handy? when somebody attacks you with your favorite pillow. Make sure you get your pillow to safety. Let's bow out. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Thank you, everybody. See you next time.